Good morning, Ozarks. We've got Andre from the Yogasaki Food Truck right here in Rogersville joining us today, and we're going to talk to him, find out where he's from, what he's doing, and all about that food truck right after this. And good morning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Where's Beth? Has Beth said hi?
She
yet?
said hi. She
Oh,
said good morning.
okay,
Brace
great.
yourselves for the weather change.
80 degrees today.
82 today,
Yeah.
25 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, or colder. My
Colder?
wife said like single digits in the morning.
What?
Wind chills.
Maybe it was early. Maybe I misheard.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
entirely
Definitely going to be in
possible.
the 20s. We can
Yeah.
confirm that.
It's going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We have a special guest.
Yes, so glad to have him. I've been trying
Very
to get him on
exciting.
for a couple weeks, so we got him here. Andre, welcome to the show.
Thank you to invite me to come to the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're happy to have you. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
And we're happy to have your food truck right here
Yes.
in Rogersville. We're thrilled.
Let me tell you the funniest thing, right?
Okay.
I was put on a note that I have a show today, and last night I cannot sleep because normally we open at 10.
Yeah.
What is that? 10:30. I wake up at 9,
Oh, yeah.
and this is very, very unusual.
Are you stressed to be on
We
the
got-
waffle?
We got you up early.
I tell to all my crew, hey, don't forget.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I have show.
That's right.
I have show. You have to wake up me at 5:30.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
You got up at 5:30?
Yeah, I am.
I got up at 5:15, so I feel you. And I didn't sleep well last night either. But it had nothing to do with the show. I didn't even know you were coming on. But we're glad you're here.
Yeah, we are. And we're glad
Yeah.
you're in Rogersville.
I wait this moment, that way I can be famous like Justin Bieber or something.
Be famous like Justin Bieber. This is, we're
well,
right
with
up
the
there with
glasses and the
Bieber.
hat pulled down, you're looking good.
I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
say, we
yeah.
got these new studio lights, and they're bright. And I'm like, he's got the answer there. We should all be wearing sunglasses.
We should.
For sure.
Cut the glare down.
It's
on the
burning
lights.
my retinas as we speak.
So you told me you're from Bali.
No, I'm from Indonesia.
Indonesia,
yes.
okay.
But when you're talking about to somebody, especially in United States, when you're talking Indonesia, not a lot of people know about that unless you tell them, oh, do you remember the big tsunami war?
Yes, that was the
And
first
they
thing.
started- yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the first thing that came to my mind.
But if you tell them about Bali, then okay,
Okay, yeah.
But some people that think like the Bali is bigger than Indonesia,
Right.
So
Right. So how did you get from Indonesia to Rogersville, Missouri?
actually cooking for her.
Okay.
Well, back to the story is I came to United States about 2002, I believe. It was what is that? 22, right? I'm bad on counting.
Yeah, 22 years.
22
Figured that up
years,
before the
yeah.
show.
Yeah. So I was young when I came here before. Now I'm almost 50. Can you believe
I
that?
can't believe you're 50, or almost 50.
49.
I'm almost 50.
Well,
Will is 50. He's
I'm
the old guy.
53. Yeah, I'm the old guy.
I'm not there yet.
I was 1974, so
Yeah, I'm 76. Okay.
yeah, I got my partner that he also not really believe that I'm almost 50.
Yeah, you look young. You look good.
And I say, well, I'm eat chili, man. You know, you eat cheese and I eat chili that way.
Okay.
The chilies do it.
The chilies?
Spicy food,
I've
is
heard
that the
that.
key?
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep eating more and
I
more
need to eat
spicy
more
food.
chilies.
Now, this is not your only food truck. You've got several. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, this is actually, it was my partner, you know. I got is that okay if I tell you?
Please.
Oh,
About
yeah,
that.
tell
Yeah.
us. Absolutely.
It's kind of like a personal, you know. I mean, like before I got a story with him. He used to be work for one of a food finder, like, you know, the one that who give us the food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like a
the
few,
salad,
like a
yes.
distributor.
Distribution, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And he's one of the best salesmen that I have.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to be the first restaurant that I've been is I partnered with my best friend.
Okay.
And we got us something bad, and
Hi, Vicky. Good
you know
morning.
he was the one who helped me on the certain moment that is really I need help.
Yeah.
So that time I promised him, I own you one now because you helped me. So one day when you know, one day when the time coming,
Yeah.
that's my time to, you know, to pay you back.
Okay.
So one day when he's retired, then he, well, you know,
Yeah.
then I just become your, you know, and then I prove it that, you know, that's what the story is. But
I like that story. I like
That's
that.
very cool.
He helps
Yeah.
you help him.
yeah, I mean,
More people should do that, right?
in our culture, if you promise, you know,
You got to do it.
you gotta do it. Yes.
Part of the Indonesian culture.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's kind of hillbilly culture, too.
Depends
No, it
on the
really is.
hillbilly.
It really is.
I'm
Depends on
Indonesian
the hillbilly,
hillbilly,
though.
so
There's different types of hillbillies. There's
Well, there's your Ozark hillbillies, and then there's your West Virginia hillbillies, and that's a whole
Yeah.
different stripe over there, too.
Yeah.
I do think, though, anybody from the Ozarks can appreciate that as being part of your culture because, you know, if you say you're going to do something for somebody, you're going to do it.
You're only as good as your word, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you have been very busy since you all opened. It
Yeah.
seems like when I've been there, there's been lines.
yeah, and so many people, you know, I mean, really, if I can be honest, Rogersville is so many. I mean, different than what
Oh, yeah.
other town that I've been open.
Good, different?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so many.
Good.
You know, even they mad, but they're doing. You know, they tell you something with a nice way.
Oh, so the people have been very polite.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Did
Exactly.
you ever think about maybe putting some karaoke out there, like for when people are waiting? You can have a little karaoke
Don't listen
place.
to, don't listen to
People are
Will. He's
waiting.
got lots of ideas.
That's maybe good idea.
It's a good
I don't
that's a
know.
bad idea.
I don't know. I don't know if
Listen,
that's a
Will's
good
got lots of
idea.
ideas. Some of them have been okay.
You gotta watch Will's ideas. He'll get you on an
Or on
idea
one.
train. I know.
Like any entrepreneur, he gets, you know, he gets one right every once in a while.
Some of them are top
Hey,
notch.
it takes a lot of manure to grow a
Yes.
flower.
That's
Yes,
right, it
that's
does.
true.
I say that as a fellow entrepreneur. I got lots of ideas.
Lots of bad ideas to go with one good one.
That's right.
Yep. Sweet
Karaoke's one of them. All right,
Oh.
so just keep doing the food because I went last Tuesday for the first time. Had a lunch meeting and everybody was supposed to be brown bagging it, and I didn't plan ahead, and so I ran over there and I got the steak and salmon hibachi.
It's all still fresh, right?
It was so fresh. It was delicious.
That's the main problem, actually. You know, I'm the guy that has always commitment what I promise. You know, if I tell you fresh on the menu,
Yep.
like we ground 25 pound a day.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited to try one of your burgers.
Oh, you never tried?
I've not
I
yet.
heard
haven't
people
got
ordering
there yet.
burgers when I was there.
So you grind the meat on the truck.
Yeah, and then also for the hibachi, I always tell to the crew, do not ever cook before you got the order.
So I
That
mean,
way,
you're
yeah.
cooking
You know,
to order.
Then it's gonna be, and then just because of that concept, then sometimes it's fight me back. Like, when you got on the line. So that's why I always tell to the customer, please call us.
So that's I'm gonna tell on myself.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last week, I'm the one that didn't prepare ahead, and then I had a lunch meeting that I was hosting, and so I thought, okay, food truck, that's fast. I'll go do a food truck. And I got there and I ordered. I hadn't called ahead. I didn't know the number, and I hadn't looked into that yet. This was very last minute, poor preparation on my part. And so I ordered, and I remember sitting there thinking, this is taking longer than I've got. And I started to get frustrated, but then I remembered, wait, I did this. Like, he's cooking something good and fresh.
Yeah.
And by the way, by the time I got to my meeting, which I was fine, I'm glad I waited, because I would rather have fresh food. But you know what it's like when you get takeout and then you go back and you're like, this is already cold. Like, how long was this sitting there? And so I'm telling you, one, I think anytime you go to a new restaurant, you need to be gracious as they're working out systems and whatever. But two, I think that's really important information to know. Their value is fresh. So because that's a value, don't think of it as McDonald's where you're going to go in and have your bag in 30 seconds. So that's really helpful that you said that. But just so you know, like, I wasn't frustrated. But I know sometimes people do get upset, and then they'll go and leave a negative review or say something, to somebody else.
Well, and it's a perfect storm because you're opening a new restaurant, so you're kind of working out the kinks. Plus, because it's new,
everybody's
you've got a
coming.
huge crowd.
Yes.
So you got both of those things you're working at the same time.
I really thank you that you invite me to go this lab. That way I can tell to all the Rogersville residents.
We'd like to think you're talking to all of Rogersville. That might be a little.
There's like 4 people watching.
I will.
I mean, celebrities watch the show, but
like I say, Justin Bieber, right?
We have no reason to believe that Taylor Swift isn't watching
or Justin
right
Bieber
now.
isn't watching right now. Yes,
it's
it's
entirely
very possible.
No evidence to tell us
It's
that's
very
not. They're
possible.
not. Yeah, that's right.
But no, it is good, and I will say I am a kind of a crab rangoon person. I like to try them in different places, and I tried yours, and it's some of the best I've ever had.
Very good.
It's very good,
And you said it has real crab in it?
Yes, it does. You can tell.
right. Yeah.
Like because I always do the crack open tests on a crab rangoon. I got to break the thing
This
open
is
and
just
see what's
cheese.
about to happen. And I opened yours, and I'm like, that is crab meat, and I could see the green onions, and your dipping sauce is really good. And your spring rolls, I could tell that you had rolled them. As we were joking, they were laughing at me. What did I say?
Yes, you said, do you roll your
Do
own?
you roll your own spring rolls?
He rolls
he's
his
like,
own,
yeah.
folks. We confirmed
And I'm
it
like,
here on
smoke
the
them if you
Waffle.
got them, But it's like, no, you can tell that they're made in house, and a lot of people just use frozen products, right? They just dump frozen food into a fryer and they do the thing. But yeah, yours is very, very good.
Well, I'm a sushi guy, so I like sushi. I started Springfield Sushi Club like 20 years ago, and
I remember going to that.
Yes.
Of course you did. What?
Do you want me to tell you about the funny
Yes.
experience a couple of days ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not in here. It's not happened in Rogers.
So the names are
Okay,
changed. to
different
protect the,
location.
guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The other in Branson,
Okay.
I mean,
Good morning, Dinah.
and somebody was coming. She was ordered last night, right? Mm-hmm. And she come back, and she said, "Hey, I want my money back."
Okay.
Okay, what's wrong with the food, man? I order lobster roll. You see that our menu has a lobster roll, right?
Yeah,
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
I think so.
And she said, like, you put the name lobster roll, but I don't see lobster there. Well, there is a lobster, baby lobster on there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not lobster. So I was confused and try to be nice with her, even this is like a kind of like funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and I say, the lobster roll is not the whole lobster.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just a name. You know what I mean? Like, but we do put the baby lobster meat inside on the top
Like
of
the Philly roll doesn't have Philadelphia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is not actually in the
How'd you
roll.
get Philly in there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then, but I have to be nice still.
Oh,
even that is funny, and And sometimes that and that one, she's coming on the first minute when after we open the sign.
She's like,
then,
here we go, man. I'm going to air my grievances.
Well, and what's funny is you have a lobster roll, which is a sushi roll, but right across the street at the new Divine Deli, they sell a lobster roll, which is a sandwich.
Which is a Northeast American
So I mean,
delicacy.
Who'd have thunk that Rogersville would have a lobster situation?
We got a lobster situation over here.
We got lobsters.
We got lobsters. We got all kinds of different lobsters.
Like, who would have thought that this would happen in a matter of weeks in Rogersville? Because
we're gonna have the lobster wars.
Because I mean, no joke, we went from no lobster to multiple lobsters.
And just so you know, I was doing a northeastern accent of America.
We do poor accents on this show.
I'm still catching that is funny thing.
Okay, good. So I didn't know if you caught that because Lauren's Irish accent is better than my Boston accent.
Yeah. We will not try to do any sort of Indonesian accent though, because we will fail miserably at that.
You'd be laughing at us for sure.
Well, if you're talking about Indonesian language, we speak over 15,000 different languages.
How many?
What?
15,000.
15,000. So all different indigenous languages, and then what is the main?
The main
language?
is Indonesian language.
It is
It's called it Bahasa.
Bahasa.
Okay.
So we got almost 60,000 islands in the United.
I did not know that. I had no idea.
60,000 islands.
16,000.
16,000?
Over 16,000 islands. Let's say if you are in Rogersville, okay? Let's say somebody speak different in Springfield.
Ah, yeah.
Gotcha.
They do, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't talk right.
yeah, they have
They do
their
not
own.
understand good colloquial hillbilly.
Yeah, they have a own a language. That's
my
just like
gosh.
Every island has its own language.
Exactly. Even one island, they still have a lot of different language.
Oh, wow.
Sometime in the border, like between Springfield and Rogersville, right? There is a border.
Sure.
So they have their own language, and then Springfield people there is own language. So on the middle, kind of like a mix, and create another language. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So
Homogenized.
yeah, it's very
What's that?
Hybrid.
Hybrid,
Hybrid, yeah.
That's
Wow.
very
So-
interesting. It's hard. Most Americans, I would say, are not world travelers, right? They might go on vacations because
like
our
Arkansas.
country's huge, to Arkansas. Our country's huge. And, I've not been out of the States hardly at all, but I've, traveled quite a bit throughout the United States. But I think some people don't realize the enormous differences in other countries.
That's true.
And I think
Yeah,
that has
I agree
also
with
led to, people not really necessarily appreciating America. But, something like that is almost unbelievable to think that somebody, just over there is going to speak a different language than me. It's kind of mind-blowing. It really is. So I'm glad you said that because I had no idea.
Culture they have different values.
Yeah.
And so that's why I really jumped on that when you talked about you have a value. We want to serve fresh food, whereas in America we tend to value fast.
Yes.
And
Cheap.
sometimes we forget cheap, inexpensive, fast. And so sometimes we forget how to just slow down and enjoy the moment. So even when I was waiting in line, I got to talk to a friend that I hadn't talked to in a long time. And I have to remind myself, oh, this is a good thing. I've got a minute just to catch my breath and talk to a friend rather than being upset that I'm not getting to my meeting that I felt, But anyway, we as Americans don't know how to slow down.
No,
We
terrible
don't know
at
how
it.
to just even slow down as we eat and enjoy the flavors. We tend to eat because we need to fill our bellies to go back to work.
Yeah.
And that's different probably
I
from
get it,
your
yeah.
culture.
well. Am I right?
Well, what I kind of learned that kind of surprised me. I didn't think about it when I spent some time over in China. Was that you've got the different dialects. You've got of Chinese. You get the Mandarin. You've got I don't know.
You got Fujians.
Yeah,
You got.
but the written language is the same. That's what I was surprised
That's
to find out.
interesting.
The written language was the same, but the symbol was a different word that meant the same thing in the different dialects, but the written language was the same. That surprised me.
That's
I didn't
very
think
interesting.
about But anyway.
I will say too, with your food truck, it's a really neat setup. I like that it's got a cool feel when you walk up to it. It's not just a truck sitting in a lot. It's very welcoming.
You got a nice place for people to wait.
Yeah, it's a nice place to wait. You got the patio. I mean, especially when the weather's 80 degrees today, but it's going to be whatever tomorrow, but it's a neat setup, and you definitely have put some thought and effort into it, and it's really cool.
Maybe some cornhole, thinking.
The game.
Yeah.
Play some cornhole out there.
Play some cornhole.
That'd be good.
If we can't do karaoke, I still think karaoke.
I don't know if Rogersville is ready for Lobster Wars and karaoke.
All on the same day.
I don't know if they're ready for that. I don't know.
You're right.
It's a lot. But it's exciting, and we're so happy to have some options here in town because we have good places, but we needed more for our population.
I can see when we try, we started, planning to open the one in Rogersville. People were asking, "Whoa, what is going to be?" So I said, "Well, it's going to be hibachi." Ooh, because people in Rogersville, they already know what hibachi is.
Oh yeah.
It's different when you're going to Arkansas, like.
Yeah, they don't have a Nakado or
so
a Fuji
what
in the middle of Arkansas.
What the hell is that? So I mean, when I tell them, so
Lauren got tickled.
I'll be laughing about that all day.
Them Arkansas hillbillies, they don't know what hibachi is.
Yeah, I mean, like
We're the upscale.
When I tell them,
hibachi.
if I tell them sushi, they know.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, they know. They already know because sushi is more famous than. And when I say we're going to sell sushi, a fresh burger, and then hibachi, what the hell is that? I said, well.
He's got Arkansas jokes. I love
Okay,
it.
Diana's having a good time here. Thank you.
I have got to bring this up. Okay, so did you guys see the quote that I shared from the New York Times contributor about the Ozarks?
Yes.
You probably didn't see this. Okay, so did you hear, Trader Joe's was supposedly coming to Springfield, and then it was like, oh, wait, no, it wasn't Springfield, Missouri, it was Springfield, Virginia, right?
Yeah, yes,
okay.
yes.
So a reporter, and I saw the quote, and I verified that it was real, a reporter for the New York Times who lives in Seoul. I mean, so bless his heart.
Korea?
Yeah, he doesn't. He reports for the New York Times, but he lives in Seoul, Korea.
Kamsahamnida.
Yeah, so he doesn't know. He quotes about the geological, I'm trying to remember it, basically because of the Ozark Mountains, it's been difficult for businesses to come here.
Because we're so remote, because we're
isolated by the Ozark Mountains.
The picture with that headline that you shared
And of
cracked
course,
me up.
the picture was a hilarious
Yes.
illustration and a joke, right?
for sure.
The picture was a joke, but I'm just like, I wanted to literally go outside and stand in my front yard and be like, what mountains?
Yeah.
What mountains are we looking
Yeah,
at?
the picture looked more like being in the valley, like around Salt Lake City,
Oh,
with these
yeah.
just massive
Yeah.
mountains
Yeah.
all around us. Like,
As funny as that is, it actually illustrates what's wrong with journalism today.
Exactly.
You've got
And
somebody
that's, yeah.
And they did no research, because Springfield is actually a famous test market for
Right.
restaurants
Yeah.
nationwide. If you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do a test market for a restaurant, Springfield, Missouri is one of the places that you
We
go.
love to eat out.
To test to see if that's gonna work.
Traditionally have had more restaurants per capita in Springfield than way above normal,
Yeah.
right? So it was hilarious though, because there's a lot of misconceptions, and I don't know how you ended up in the Ozarks from Indonesia, but there's a lot of misconceptions about the Ozarks, and people who've never been here or don't know someone from here have just wild assumptions about it that are not true. I don't make comments on urban living in New York City because I've never been there or lived there,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
did you see the Jeff Houghton did the
Oh,
Mystery
yeah.
Hour
Oh, yeah.
sketch?
Oh, I missed
Shot
that.
a video of that
It was
whole
hilarious.
deal. Like,
Oh, did he?
And what a debauchery!
yeah, so we thought he was coming. We thought Trader Joe's was coming. It's one of those testimonial deals, and they're crying and upset, rage. Like,
I'll go look at
It
that.
was fantastic.
It was great.
Well,
It
did you
was so
see
funny.
the quote where it was another New York Times Times article. It basically, the sum of it was, and practically the quote was, well, rural folks are just not as educated as their urban counterparts.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Pinky out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a doctorate degree last time I checked. So.
But it was hilarious, and I was just like, "You've got to be kidding me!" Like the Ozark
Or
Mountains,
pray and eat.
you
Either
know,
way, Beth.
yeah.
If you were as smart as us, you wouldn't be living in the city. That's
Yeah,
Exactly. It's like-
Ding. It was really funny though, and I mean that was just a classic misconception of the Ozarks and the people here. So it was a good time. I had fun with it.
I mean, we make fun of being hillbillies, and I'm proud to be a hillbilly. I'll claim it all the time. But
there is nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with
The
that.
impression of that, though, is there's that the cartoon strip,
Yeah.
and then of course the Beverly
Beverly
Hillbillies,
Hillbillies, yeah.
which is not inaccurate.
Yeah, we know some of those.
Yeah, we do. But it's a caricature.
What's the difference between hillbilly and
Redneck.
redneck?
Yeah,
South
redneck
and
is
hills.
Redneck to me is more of a
southern.
Southern Florida. Loves NASCAR. I mean, a lot of people here love NASCAR too, but
So you got
that is a joke.
You
by
got
the
your
way,
kind of
but-
country rural people.
Yeah.
You got hillbillies. You got rednecks. You got cowboys. There's just
Yeah,
different flavors.
because
of
cowboys
all
and
that.
hillbillies are different.
Different,
and
different
Can we-
flavors of rural
yeah.
America.
Can we? I mean, I'm Asian. Can we be like hillbilly too?
Sure.
You can be hillbilly.
Yeah, we'll have a
Asian,
ceremony
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, we can
Have you ever shot a shotgun?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
You're
Yeah.
halfway
You're on
there.
the path. You're on the path.
Well,
Fishing. You go
Have you ever been fishing?
bass fishing.
My ex-wife is a cowboy girl, right? Don't
Okay.
get me wrong. So when I met her before, and my father-in-law is really tough, and cowboy, and
Uh-huh.
we living in the village, like in the wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I try to introduce myself to him, and he was looking, who the hell this guy?
Who's this guy?
Where you ain't from around here?
yeah, the voice is almost the same.
Nailed it.
Yes.
And
That one comes real natural
Yeah,
to me.
you bet.
yeah, and he doesn't accept like something new, especially.
Oh yeah, it can be hard. for
and I
people.
said,
yeah.
and I said, I like to be married with your daughter.
Yeah.
You love my daughter? Yes, sir. And he go out, all right? I was driving Honda Accord,
Okay.
all
yeah.
right? And he just turn back and go in to the, coming back to me. You say you want to marry my daughter and you drive Accord? I said,
Honda Accord.
yeah, Honda Accord. And I said, what should I do? You have to drive truck,
Yeah, that's right.
So this is a real story, man.
Yeah. Well, to be clear, Chris has a truck. I have a truck.
That's so
And I
funny.
say, okay, because,
That's all it takes. I'm getting a truck.
yeah, I don't have a choice.
Do you have
Yeah.
a truck
All right.
now?
I got. And then
That's awesome.
What did Beth
Next
just say? I
month,
missed that.
She's-
Hunting, fishing, and barbecue.
Shooting, you're
Yeah,
in. You're in.
yeah.
and then after a month, and then I come back there, I already got the truck. Even it's used truck. I say, what about today? And he said, that's good.
That's a good
You got a
thing.
truck, you're
He
good.
tried to, he used, because he never got any Asian in his family.
Sure. Yeah.
So he kind of keep the gap between me and him.
Yeah.
But the way how I treat him that time, it's like a Indonesian culture
Yeah.
treating. When, in Indonesia, you always respect your mom, your dad,
Okay.
and then your
In-laws?
in-law, yes.
Okay.
So,
mom first. Ooh, I like that one.
oh yeah. In our culture, mom is 3 times, okay? Mom, and dad. So kind of like,
The Holy Trinity
Yeah.
of Mom and
Yeah.
Dad. Okay, got it.
I like this. I like
is
this
that said on
Indonesian
the
culture.
Bible too?
Oh, well, yeah, not quite,
man.
but honor your father and mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a command with a promise.
Yeah, and
You
then
want to live long in the land.
Yeah.
and then after a years, and then he get what I treat him. After that, he started loving me.
You won him
Aw.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did you cook for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how you. Yeah. That's how you get to just about anybody in these parts.
Yeah. And
Well, we
then,
may
and then,
have to
Yeah.
take you squirrel hunting if you've never been squirrel
I've
hunting.
No,
never
I-
been squirrel hunting. You don't have to go squirrel hunting.
It's a good time though.
It is a good time.
I know.
And they're pretty good eating too.
really?
Yeah.
High in cholesterol,
we can
pretty
have
greasy.
hibachi
know.
squirrel.
No, we don't need
Hibachi
that.
squirrel, add that to the
Yeah.
menu.
No.
You'll kill it here.
Yeah.
No,
there we
no,
go.
no. We
I
don't
told
need
you,
hibachi squirrel.
for all the bad ideas, he's got some good ones too.
And that's a good one.
That's a good.
Hibachi squirrel.
That's not a good one. That's a good one.
It's a good one. I'll take it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. What else is going on? I know the LREF is having their gala coming up. I bought a table to go to that. You're gonna
The
come
gala's
with me?
coming. I'm going to come to the gala. That's
Come to the gala,
exciting.
That's right. So
In terms of school stuff, spring
limb
or
chicken.
winter,
yeah.
winter
Chicken of the tree. Chicken of the
Limb
tree.
there you go,
chicken.
limb chicken. I love that.
Chicken of
As
the
a
trees.
squirrel. That
Yeah, so
is
winter
hilarious.
sports are ending with districts tournaments this week. Girls and boys basketball is
How
going
are-
on this
how are
week.
we looking?
They're both the number one seed in their
Nice.
district.
Good.
Yeah, both have a chance to win districts and go on from there. So that's exciting. Exciting, but then as a soccer coach who started officially yesterday, spring season started for the girls.
Wow.
Who was soccer coach?
I'm a soccer coach. Yeah,
Are you really?
yeah, I am. Do you play soccer? You play a little footy?
Well, yeah. When I was
Yeah.
young,
Love
but
it.
soccer is my favorite.
Me too. We'll get together and we'll talk. What team do you support?
National team or
Club team. Yeah.
Manchester City.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Come on, you Gunners. I'm an Arsenal fan. We're going to beat you. We're going to beat you
Your
this year.
coach is my coach.
No, he was a gooner. He's a gunner. He
I
played
know.
for Arsenal and
Warren
then
and I are
went
just
to
going to
coach.
have our
Maybe
own
one day
conversation over here, 'cause
we just
one day we
lost-
need
I
to
don't
talk
We
about
just,
it.
we just lost our entire audience right there.
I think I blacked out.
What?
No.
So,
Tell them what Rogersville did in soccer last season.
Yeah.
so our boys team in the fall, we went undefeated
Oh,
through the regular season.
You got a fan there. Chris.
Arsenal all the way.
Arsenal! Come on, you Gooners! So we went undefeated, went to the tournament, the state tournament, district tournament, and then state tournament. We continued through to the state championship game. We did not concede a goal the entire tournament period until 18 minutes left in the final.
Wow.
And we lost
awesome.
1-0
Yeah.
in the state final game.
Wow.
So, but great season, 26-1, phenomenal group of players. It was a lot of it was a good time.
There's some soccer happening in Rogersville too.
It's really grown.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have a shotgun team.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is a shotgun.
This is a
team.
trap
There is
team
a shotgun
too.
team too.
We'll talk off air more. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fun. It's always,
sometimes I'd be jealous. If Americans said football.
yeah. You're
Right.
thinking football, real football.
Yeah, but in Asia, soccer we call it football.
Right.
Because we really play with the foot,
Right.
not with the hand.
Not with the hands. Right.
You know
Yes.
what
Yeah.
I mean?
So it's the
Can
real
you,
football.
Can you agree with that?
I agree with that. I'm down with that.
Well,
I
maybe-
grew up playing American football, so I do
Yeah.
love.
Oh,
the
you got a
game.
Manchester fan there.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's my
Ooh, yeah, it's your
Man-
rival club right
yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly. But I love Manchester United.
Have you? You mean City?
City where?
You love City or United? You
City. Yeah,
You just said United.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, I love Manchester.
You just love
United. Yeah, when they're not playing with Manchester City.
I didn't think you
There's
could love
apparently a
both.
difference
Well-
between Man City and Man United.
like,
I
still
didn't-
Still on
I
the
didn't
same,
know.
still on the same
Now you
city.
know.
You know.
It's like the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels. They're,
There you
they're
go.
both
Correct.
in the
Yeah,
same
both.
city.
Like-
they're just different.
Except
teams.
not the long-standing rivalry.
Yeah.
Even New York City,
It's like
right?
Oakland.
New York City,
Oakland,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a
And
New
San
York,
Francisco.
New York Red Bull and
Same
New
city.
York City.
Correct.
Different
Yep.
teams, basically.
Okay, we better land the plane though, because I have an appointment.
Yeah, Lauren's
and,
gotta
and
go.
I'm like, I got to cut off this soccer/football conversation because it will never end.
Andre,
He's a
thanks for
footballer.
coming.
That's exciting.
You were
Andre,
a
it
great
was
guest.
Delightful to meet you.
We would love to have you
Absolutely.
back on sometime. So
Thank
if
you.
you
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
guys like, hey, I got something to talk about. Let me know. You got
How
my
many
number.
minutes we have to on air?
But it's usually about 30 to 40
Yeah.
minutes.
You,
Okay.
you got something else you want to say?
No, well, yes.
Okay,
Before
let's
we
hear it.
end,
Yeah.
we end on.
Please do.
I really want to say thanks to Rogersville people to support the business, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my food truck. And then I really apologize. This is just like a new style because I want to create something like, on a Japanese food. Because normally when you're going to hibachi place, like, they play fire.
This dinner and a show.
Yeah. Choo-choo train, I
Ting,
work.
ting, 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 ting,
Yeah,
ting,
I work that kind of chef about maybe 18 years.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm trying to cut it off the gap between the customer and the food. Because when you visit that kind of restaurant, it's very expensive.
It is very expensive.
Let's say if you're going with your 3 or 4 of your family member, you're going to spend $150,
Gonna drop C-note.
easy.
Yes.
That's not including wine.
Drinks,
And
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So actually, the expensive thing is the show.
The show. Yes.
And we don't need that show.
Although
every day.
your guys that work in your window are very entertaining.
I smack them. I smack them.
And your prices are very reasonable.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
And
for the
don't
amount
let
of
anybody
food-
tell you
yeah,
different.
No, they're great.
your
Yeah.
prices
Yeah.
are great.
Yeah,
For the
for
amount
sure.
of food you get, it's
it's
yeah.
two
it's
meals.
massive.
It's two
It's
meals
massive,
every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I have
massive.
leftovers every time.
It's a lot, right?
It's
Yeah.
a
And
lot.
the veggies
yes.
are fresh, and it
Yes,
was
yep.
so good.
And then our plan is gonna be. I was planning. Okay, since we serve you a lot of food, I don't think you can finish that.
Can't.
I mean, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
me, no.
So.
I did, but
Oh, okay.
I eat
You
a
don't
lot.
look like
I
man.
eat a lot.
You not look like.
he runs a lot.
I run and
Okay.
I play soccer.
So that's what I
play
thought.
footy.
Yeah. And then we're going to plan because since a lot of people save our food on the cooler and then microwave, so we're going to change our to-go box.
Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to put a little bit fancy like a sticker on the top, like what you're going to.
I think that's
you
a
know.
great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you're not finished with the food, you just throw on the microwave and
And microwave it.
yeah.
Yeah, because you can't microwave the styrofoam. So that's,
Exactly.
I mean, you can,
It's
but
just
you
not a
shouldn't.
good idea.
Don't
Yeah.
recommend it. Yeah.
No, you should not do
Unless
that.
you're a big fan of hydrofluorocarbons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
And
Okay,
then-
I have to go to the dentist.
And
so
then
I
a
do
lot of-
have
Again
to
for being here.
disappear.
Yeah, a lot of one thing that I need to say is I try to open the business to appreciation to the country. All right, I try to create because this is the only way I can pay back to this country.
Wow.
You know,
Thank
tax.
you. That's awesome.
incredible.
You know,
Yep.
tax and because American is changed my life. Okay, I really appreciation for that, and then I don't know about anything except the food. So what I'm trying to do, I like to get open the business, and then I can create money for the tax and give back to the country and the community.
awesome.
Even last, I think it's 2019. I do give back to the community in Branson, and we create I give 2,000 meal free,
Oh,
and then
wow.
support for the charity like a cancer foundation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
we create about $6,000 that time.
That's wonderful.
That 2,000.
Well, thanks for doing that.
That's
And everybody,
wonderful.
thanks for watching. We'll be back next Tuesday with more Morning Waffle. See you then.
Go get some food.